Welcome to the technical interview, where we deep dive into the technical gears that power today's innovations. Today's episode is a journey into the world of microservices, the architectural style transforming app development, as compared to the traditional monolithic approach. Let's dive in. Let's start by understanding microservices. Picture a Lego set. Each block represents a microservice, small, independent, but crucial to the final structure. These blocks or services focus on performing a specific function, ensuring the application runs smoothly and efficiently. To give a formal definition, microservices structure an application as a collection of loosely coupled services. Each service or microservice performs a specific function and operates independently, which brings a handful of benefits and some challenges. Let's look into the pros for this approach. First pro is scalability. Services can be scaled independently. In other words, a service can be duplicated and scaled up if it's in more use. Second pro is deployment flexibility. Independent services means updates can be deployed for a specific part of an application without disrupting the entire system. So you can easily update a service without affecting the other parts or even changing other parts of the application, which is really cool. Lastly, technology diversity. Different services can be deployed using the best technology stack for their specific needs. In other words, some parts of the application might be written in C++, other parts in C#, other parts in Python or Ruby or any other programming language or stack. However, everything has cons too. Let's talk about those. First con is complexity. Managing these services can introduce complexity, especially in terms of communication and data consistency. It is hard to manage all of these applications at once. Second con is operational overhead. Microservices require a substantial infrastructure for monitoring, logging, deployment. This can increase the price and operational complexity. Lastly, but certainly not least, is data management. Each service manages its own data, leading to challenges in maintaining data consistency across all the services. This increases the complexity of handling and managing data exponentially. Services are amazing for projects that are meant to be scaled and expanded. However, the advantages gained in scalability are offset by the cost in development and time. Now, let's talk about the different side of the coin, monolithic applications. In a monolithic application, our components are tightly integrated into a single service. This traditional architecture style is straightforward, where the application is deployed, developed, and scaled as a single unit. Imagine a traditionally family-owned restaurant where a single chef is responsible for every dish. It's a unified operation, but changing the menu or scaling up is a massive challenge. That's the basic idea behind the monolithic application. Let's talk about the pros of using this approach. First, it is simply both easier to develop and deploy. Simply a monolithic application is easier to develop, test, deploy, and manage due to its single unified code base. Secondly, it has a lower initial complexity. This makes it ideal for small teams or projects with a limited scope, as it requires less overhead. Finally, data consistency. It offers consistently in data management and transaction management due to its shared memory. Finally, data consistency. It offers consistency in data management and transaction management due to its shared memory. Given everything has a con, let's talk about those. First, and most importantly, it is the scalability issues. Scaling requires scaling the entire application, which can be inefficient and costly. Secondly, it is limited flexibility. Updating technology or making changes can be challenging, as it is affecting the whole system. In other words, every part of the application should be a single language and a single framework. Lastly is deployment risks. A single error can potentially bring down the entire application, given everything is linked together and it is tightly coupled. The approach of using monolithic applications is useful for simple applications and proof of concepts because they're easy to make and easy to write. Hope you enjoyed listening to this episode and learning about microservices and monolithic applications. Thanks for listening. Till the next time.